3 types of betrayals that should never be forgiven. The pain of betrayal cuts deeper than any sword, leaving scars that can last a lifetime. It doesn't just break trust. It shatters your sense of security. In Stoic philosophy, where inner peace and self-respect are paramount, some betrayals should not be overlooked or forgiven, not for revenge, but because they contradict the fundamental principles of trust and integrity that form the foundation of meaningful relationships. Some wounds never fully heal, and some betrayals do not deserve reconciliation. Today, we'll discuss 3 types of betrayal in relationships that warrant no forgiveness. These actions are not small misunderstandings or minor mistakes. They completely disregard your trust, loyalty, and dignity. Before we begin, take a moment to support the channel. Like this video, share it, and subscribe to continue your journey of self-mastery and wisdom. Now let's begin. Deception, the silent killer of trust. Lies are more than just words. They are weapons that can damage relationships and erode trust. Stoics value strong relationships based on mutual trust and respect, which are undermined by deception. Respect and deception cannot coexist. A single lie may seem insignificant, but deception is never isolated. A mistake can be forgiven, but a pattern of lies reveals a character flaw. A habitual liar doesn't make small mistakes. They make calculated choices to deceive you. The first lie is a warning, the second forms a pattern, and by the third, it defines the person. A dishonest person spreads falsehoods first to others and eventually to themselves. Those who lie often become trapped in their own web of deception, unable to distinguish truth from fiction. However, just because they face the consequences of their actions doesn't mean you should suffer as well, Marcus Aurelius once said. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. Some lie to cover their mistakes, deceive to gain an advantage, and manipulate to avoid consequences. But it's important to understand that deceit isn't an inherent part of human nature, as some believe. Once trust is broken, it rarely, if ever, returns to its original state. Your response must be one of unwavering detachment. Don't waste your energy trying to decode their intentions or fix their character flaws. Instead, accept the reality of their deception and remove yourself from the situation. Stoicism teaches that you can't change others, but you can change your response. A Stoic doesn't engage with liars or allow deception to fester in their life. Forgiving deceit invites more of it. Therefore, uphold your dignity and protect your inner peace by walking away from dishonesty. The cost of keeping a liar in your life is far greater than losing them. Disloyalty, the ultimate breach of trust. It's not merely a mistake. Rather, it's a conscious choice to lie, betray, and disrespect not just you, but the foundation of trust in the relationship. Disloyalty isn't accidental. It's a conscious decision made while you remained loyal, knowing it would harm you. They had to lie, plan, and take deliberate steps to betray your trust. Once trust is shattered, it rarely returns to its original state. If someone has proven to be disloyal, they likely will do it again. Some people will cheat you and then return with excuses, pleading for forgiveness, or blaming circumstances. Excuses for their behavior only reveal a pattern of betrayal, not a one-time mistake. Forgiving such acts only signals to them that they can do it again without facing consequences. Never forgive a cheater. The moment they cross that line, they prove that their desires meant more than your trust, respect, and the relationship itself. Forgiveness is for those who make genuine mistakes, not for those who make conscious choices. Cheating is not accidental. It is premeditated, selfish, and a sign of deep disrespect. No relationship is worth losing your dignity over. If they cheated, they have already chosen to lose you. Stoicism teaches us that peace is more valuable than false companionship. It is far better to be alone than to surround yourself with those who have no real allegiance to you. When disloyalty is exposed, the Stoic response is not to dwell on the pain, but to accept the truth, detach emotionally, and move forward without them. Seneca once said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." Broken trust leads to irreparable damage that can end all bonds. Trust is the foundation of meaningful relationships, requiring years to build, moments to shatter, and often a lifetime to repair. Nothing shatters trust faster than betrayal, especially of your deepest secrets. When you share something personal, it forms a bond. If that trust is exposed, mocked, or used against you, it constitutes one of the worst forms of betrayal. It reveals that they were never worthy of your trust in the first place, because they have already made a choice regarding the value of your relationship. And that choice is irreversible. Even if they later regret their actions, plead for forgiveness, or promise to never do it again, the damage has already been done. Once trust is broken, it is never the same again. It's like a shattered mirror. No matter how much you try to piece it back together, the cracks will remain. The appropriate response to broken trust should always be self-preservation, not blind forgiveness. If someone truly valued your relationship, they would never have betrayed you in the first place. So why grant them another chance? Betrayal is a painful lesson, but it is a necessary one. Your peace, dignity, and self-respect are worth more than any relationship built on lies. The greatest act of self-respect is knowing when to let go. The Stoic response to betrayal is not to seek revenge or hold on to anger, but to understand and accept that trust can be shattered. Walking away with dignity is the most respectful choice. Epictetus once said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well." Forgiveness is not simply granting another chance for the betrayer. It often sacrifices your peace for someone who doesn't deserve it and can lead to further pain. Forgiveness should be reserved for mistakes, not for deliberate acts of betrayal. Do not allow broken trust to create a cycle of pain. Move forward, never look back, and never allow yourself to be betrayed twice. Build resilience and emotional stability, as Marcus Aurelius advised. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it.